Nessa Gang, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's good? Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe button, be a part of Nessa Gang, because Nessa Gang is the littlest gang of all gangs, period. So first and foremost, what's poppin'? I know I've been inactive on this channel, but I plan on being much more active because I'm in grind mode, okay? And I'll do my makeup, not every day, but enough to be making content frequently for this channel. So I am going to do like a little girls chit chat doing my makeup. So first I'm gonna start off with my contacts. I just washed my face, but I like to put my contacts on as soon as they're dry before I put on the moisturizer for obvious reasons, so like my fingers don't be slipping while I'm trying to put on my contacts. But anyways, let's talk girl talk, mommy talk. Let's talk it all. Actually, let me go get my phone because there's something that somebody asked me the other day and I'm like, okay, I got you sis, I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, I literally cannot find the comment, but basically this woman, Winter's in the bath right now, by the way, but basically this woman asked me, how do I deal with like anxiety and being a single mother, and basically how am I still able to like function, and especially if my anxiety is not medicated or treated. And honestly, I am self-diagnosing myself with anxiety. I don't know exactly what it is that I have. I just know that like there's times where my heart is beating super fast and like it does not let me sleep because I'm thinking so much. But I usually only get that like when I'm around a certain somebody, or I just start thinking about my future, like I said in one of my most recent previous videos. When I start thinking of like, what am I gonna do with my life? Like, I'm so used to having a partner in crime, like now I'm all by myself, stuff like that. So that is like the feelings that I get. I just like when her starts racing, and then I just, you know what I'm saying, like I just start spazzing. But it's like nothing like super crazy where I gotta call somebody and be like, yo, talk to me, you feel me? What I do when I get in those situations is literally keep myself busy. I play with my daughter, I start working, or if I feel like I'm a little bit too overworked, I'll turn on the show that I've been watching, which now is Manifest, and This Is Us on Amazon Prime. Those are the only things that I really do. I'll start cooking. It's good if you have a hobby. You can do something that's therapeutic for you, to you. That's what I recommend. Good habits, not drinking, not smoking, because once you sober up, like you still have to deal with those things. I feel like I'm necessarily like ignoring my feelings and stuff, because I know I saw some people comment that like, girl, it's okay to feel. Like, people's problem sometimes is like people end up crashing and like going crazy because they didn't allow themselves to feel, you know? And I'm like, that's definitely not the case for me. I definitely feel, but the last time that I like really cried and got emotional was that one video, the Miami Gone Wrong Part 2. That video was like the last time that I like cried for real, which was some weeks ago. So I'm not gonna lie, there was a couple times where I was in my feelings and I did feel like crying. But I did what I told you that I do. I started working. I would call my sister or something and just start a conversation, not tell anybody what I'm going through, because at the end of the day, like, can't nobody really help you, to be honest. Like, everybody's just gonna give you their opinion and what they would do, or they're just gonna agree with you or disagree. But like, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you're the only one that's going through what you're going through. So you have to find healthy ways to cope. And so if I do call somebody, it's not to talk about a situation. If I call somebody, it's to vibe. Because that's all I need. That's all I ever wanted. Like, just a little vibe. Just some vacation, some trips, new experiences, go to eat someplace new, go see something, go do something I wouldn't normally do. So that's what I'm just gonna continue to do. Oh my gosh, silly girl. So that's what I'm gonna continue to do. It definitely does suck to be like a hopeless romantic. Don't do that, baby. It sucks to be a hopeless romantic and be single, because you're just like, you just feel like you just got so much love to give. And I know that I have options, like people are like, oh my god, all you gotta do is go through your DM, da, 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 but it's not that simple or not that easy. And when you're like a really sweet person, you attract like hurt and broken people, and I don't need that in my life right now. Like, I'm just so sweet and kind. I don't feel like getting taken advantage of. I feel like, you know, while I'm still in my 20s, I need to enjoy life. You only live once. So yeah, that is how I handle everything. I've been single a couple times, but this most recent time is a month now. So I've been single for a month, and it only took me like a week and a half to like for everything to really settle in and realize like, yo, this is serious. What you're going through is real. I need you to hurry up and process it as fast as you can and get with the program, because the world stops for nobody, and you have a daughter to take care of, and that is looking for you, and that is counting on you. Yes, Winter?
I dropped it.
You dropped it?
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I did. I know it's not that easy. I know it's super hard, but if you have a little one, you have to try your best to pull through, because if you don't, you know, you never know what your child, like what you're really putting your child through, especially if they're older and they're able to like understand a little bit more. What also helps me is just realizing like, bro, if this person doesn't care, or their actions is showing that they don't care, why should you? Why are you wasting your perfectly good energy on worrying or focusing on a situation that you have no control over, because you literally cannot control anybody else but yourself. That's what I really go by. That's what I live by. Like, some people be like, why didn't you get mad over this situation, or why didn't you act a certain way? And it's like, for what? What is that gonna do? What is that gonna do for me? How is that gonna help me elevate? It's not. If it's not gonna help you elevate, it's not gonna do anything for you, then just drop it where it is, leave it where it is, just charge it to the game. That's how I look at life. That's how I look at things. That's what keeps me sane. And the fact that not everybody thinks like you. Nobody walked in your specific shoes, so they can't tell you how to move based off of what they see on the outside. Like, they don't know what you go through on a day-to-day basis. So with that being said, I don't let comments really get to me. I just think those people on the other end are miserable themselves to even feel like they have the time and energy to put into somebody else's situation. I don't stalk anybody. I don't care what anybody else has going on in their lives, and you guys shouldn't either. Like, if you have somebody who you're just like, I don't understand, what are they doing, what am I not doing, what do they like, what do they not like, that'll drive you literally insane. Nobody deserves that. So be so busy. First of all, stop being so available to people. When you're so available, like, they feel like they got you wrapped around their finger. Make yourself busy. Like, literally make yourself busy so that you don't have time to worry about what the next person got going on, what the next person is talking about. I feel like you should not be in your bed app hopping 24/7. That is not gonna do anything. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I just did that for the first time like an hour ago, and then I'm looking at the time like, Vanessa, what are you doing? Like, you done read the same comments like 24 times. It was making myself go crazy. I'm just like, what am I doing with my life? Like, am I gonna go to sleep happy with what I accomplished today? Absolutely not. I didn't do anything. So I feel like you guys can practice that method. That's what works for me. That's what keeps me sane. And of course, you guys are constantly like sending me cute paragraphs, things that are motivational. When I don't feel like getting up in the morning, I look at the baby, and when she's asleep or when she's knocked out or not next to me, I look at my comments, I read my DMs from you guys, and you guys be making me cry sometimes, no lie. I'm just blessed, because I'm just now realizing like not everybody has like a super supportive fan base, and that was an eye-opener, because I'm like, wow, there are really like the most hated like influencers on social media, and that is freaking ridiculous and crazy to me how people can sit there and deal with that. Which probably makes sense as to why comments don't really get to me, because most of my comments usually are positive, because we are positive vibes over here, sis. So when I get negative, it's like, okay, clearly you don't watch me. Clearly you're just somebody who's miserable, who just stopped by, seen something, and just wanted to talk. So it doesn't faze me. But if I was like one of those people who had like mostly negativity, I don't know, I might feel some type of way. And I guess we'll never know. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys are keeping yourself busy. Start that hobby. The goal is to feel like you're not working. Like, my dream job is to not have a dream job, you know what I mean? Like, my dream, I do not dream of labor, but realistically, like, we have to work. So if you're gonna work, make sure you're doing something that you love. Take that leap of faith. If people are offering you help, if you're independent, I know from experience it's the hardest thing to do, but I promise there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like, use your resources. If someone is like moving and you're financially like going through it, bruh, just move in and stack up that money. Don't get comfortable. That's one thing I learned moving from place to place. If you're gonna be staying with somebody, do not get too comfortable. Make sure you're always checking in on them, even if you might be antisocial or you're like a homebody, you like being to yourself. You would think that you're doing them a favor by staying out the way, but people don't really like that. As far as me and my mental now, I am really excited about my future. Like, I have so many things on my plate right now, and I cannot wait to see them all come true. I'm so glad that I have you guys here to witness everything that I'm going through and everything that I'm going to be going through. It's like the biggest blessing ever. Everything happens for a reason. That's all I know. Whether I'll ever know that reason or not, only time will tell. Only time will tell what that reason was. But for sure, I know that I am meant to elevate, so that's what I'm gonna do. Always try to think positive, because there's somebody out there that has it just a little bit worse than you do, and they're pulling it together and they're making it work. So remember that the next time you decide to complain about something. I'm blessed, you're blessed, you're breathing, you're able to sit down peacefully and watch this video right now. And if you guys have some topics for me to talk about specifically for like make a girl talk time, maybe I'm gonna see what I want to name it, but whatever you guys want me to talk about the next time I do my makeup, comment it down below, like questions that you have, and I will be glad to answer them and speak on it. Another thing that I forgot to tell y'all is stay organized. Staying organized definitely goes hand in hand with staying busy. Staying organized is really important. When I first started doing like doing numbers on YouTube, when y'all saw me like making hella videos with my little sister, my favorite apps were Notes, the grocery to-do list, and the calendar. I would have my phone and my laptop with me at all times, and I would write like the promos that I had to do. I would always respond to my emails. I would fill up at least 2 to 3 days ahead of time of like things that I had to do, so when people hit you up to like turn up on specific days, you be like, I'm sorry, I'm busy, because like 1, you really are busy, and 2, you feel a lot better and more accomplished, and you feel like you're really going somewhere in life. You are checking off all the things on your list. It's the best feeling in the world when you go to bed knowing that you did everything that you said that you were gonna do. Like, you literally kept your word to yourself. But now that doesn't quite work for me anymore. I have to write my things down in a planner. I have to have a physical planner, because if I write things down in my notes and stuff, I just won't look at it. Like, I'll just keep app hopping. It's so easy to get distracted. You'll be like in work mode, grind mode, and then a comment will pop up from your friend, or your friend will DM you like, girl, you look good, and then you go on that, you're like, oh, thanks, girl, and then you go back to the post, and then you start looking at the views, then you start messaging all your other friends back. Now then by the time you lock your phone, you're like 2 hours deep into your phone, and then you realize, oh wait, I was supposed to go to my notes. So it's like a never-ending cycle versus writing it down in a planner, being able to put your phone down, getting a peace of mind. I also recommend putting your phone on mute. And one thing about it is that you are stopping you. You're the only person getting in your way of where you want to be, because you're the one that's deciding to stay in the situation that you're in. You're the one deciding that you're too tired to start your business, or you're too lazy. Like, there's always something, but ultimately it's your decision to decide what you want to do. So you need to always wake up with a positive mentality, or you are going to only hurt yourself. So I guess the biggest advice, if you take anything from this video, is to stay positive and get your head in the game. Don't let other people take control of your happiness. You need to be able to lay in that casket and be satisfied. I mean, you're gonna be, but you know what I'm saying. Like, if you was to die today, will you be satisfied? All right, so I am ready for the day. It is late. It is honestly like 6:30, but like I said, I was not gonna be satisfied if I went to bed within the next couple of hours. So I decided to get ready, and I don't know exactly what I'm about to do right now, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna be happy that I did it. This is how we looking. Some quick everyday makeup type of thing. My weave looking extra scrumptious. Shout out to Sunshine for fleeking my edges. These babies are swimming. Yes, they are. Book her in Atlanta while she's still here, because she's trying to leave us for California. But I hope you guys took something from this video. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support that you guys have been showing me. Thank you for all the uplifting words. That means so much more than you even know. Shout out to all my single mamas. Shout out to all my taken mamas. We outside. Mostly inside, but y'all know what I'm talking about. We got this. Period. Don't forget to like this video and comment down below the topic for the next video. I love you, Vanessa Gang, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.